His friend writes, hopefully she didn't eat any Mexican food. To which the passenger replied, I think she ate a Mexican. It's a
What's poppin', everybody?
Welcome back to the Cold Popcast.
I'm Zoe.
And I'm Steve.
And today we got a funny one for you. We got a woman who is a social media influencer, a plus-size one at that, recently got offended and put on blast an incident that occurred to her on a plane where a passenger had complained about her size while sitting next to her.
Yeah, if you've ever been stuffed in a seat next to someone that's overweight like me, you probably just had a generally bad experience for the entire time you were confined to that seat.
Yeah, I'm having a terrible time right now.
Yeah, how's it smell over here? So tell the audience.
Oh, Jesus, it smells like someone's rotting.
No, I don't smell bad. But just so you guys know, I don't smell bad.
I love
Stop denying my experience.
Yeah.
I'm going to tweet about you.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, so this lady, she's a big, fat person. She's a plus-sized woman.
Yeah.
And, you know, basically she's sitting next to this guy, and he does something that offends her, and she sort of, you know, catches on. But, you know, of course she has an audience she can share it with, and that's how this video came to be. So let's go ahead and see the video and learn what exactly happened that pissed her off so much.
Yeah. Let's really get between the folds on this one and find out what's going on.
I don't want to be in between the
I want
folds.
any details.
Let's really peel back the layers and find out.
Just move the cheese under there.
Peel back the fupa.
Yeah, let's chew the fat and find out.
All right, let's see it.
It's a confrontation on a plane between two passengers who were sitting next to each other.
You know nothing about me by the size of my body.
It happened on an American Airlines flight from Dallas to LA. Natalie Haig, who is a plus-size model, says she immediately realized there'd be a problem with the passenger sitting next to her.
Why? As soon as I walked on the plane, I was met with this person that was just disgusted by the fact that I existed next to him.
Understandable.
Natalie says as they waited for takeoff, she noticed the guy was sending out a text to a friend. Natalie decided to fight back, snapping this photo and sharing it with her 100,000 followers on Instagram. His friend writes, hopefully she didn't eat any Mexican food. To which the passenger replied, I think she ate a Mexican. It's a
Oh, yeah, you guys didn't see that part?
Dude, I did not see that at all. Was not ready for that. Awesome,
Wow.
bro.
Oh, God. I love how that's
was
like a
racist
genuinely
and-
candid text.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow, she should not have put that out. That's like straight up comedy.
That's really funny, yeah.
It's like actually not making her look any better. Like I agree with them.
Dude, what's this guy's next show? That's all I know. This guy's spitting.
Yeah.
oh, why does this guy have 100,000 followers?
Right, yeah. She just has a 100,000 pounds of fat on her body, and
Yeah.
he doesn't get the followers.
man.
It's not fair. But yeah, no, that's man, that's rough that she decided to share that with her audience because she's self-roasted.
I like the
news anchor is
caption
saying that
is
it's
like
hilarious,
hilarious. It's like it's not breaking news. It's heavyweight breaks, and
breaks.
and the word spilling over onto him is like the funniest way to describe a person expanding in your space.
You actually have a story to like go with this. So I went to a AEW wrestling match the other day. My brother is a big fan of pro wrestling. I personally am not a huge fan of it, but I'm starting to respect it a little bit more. Right?
Okay.
It is a little bit homoerotic, I'll admit, but it is interesting though the way that they do it because they basically like throw each other and they could break their neck. Like there's like so many opportunities for them to actually like break their spine and be paralyzed.
Yeah, it happens.
So I find that to be pretty cool. But the whole thing is kind of like not really that fun and interesting to me. But anyway, so at those matches, right, there's a lot of people that are really into wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And when you think of someone that's really into wrestling, what do you imagine?
I think about that guy that said, "It's real to me, damn it." Just big, fat, bold, and white.
Yeah, so basically I was sitting next to that guy at the wrestling
No
match.
way.
But this guy was literally so fat that he couldn't even like get up. I had to like, you know, like push him out of his seat.
What?
But basically there was a point where like, cause he's sitting, but he couldn't sit facing forward because his legs were like, so he was like probably 500 or 600 pounds.
That's crazy.
His legs were so like
insane.
fat and wide. He had to sit sideways in these little ass like these are like the folding chairs they actually use in wrestling.
Was he like sideways facing you, or the
No,
other way?
sideways facing the other way. Like he was in the aisle.
Holy
Okay.
He was facing the aisle. And then there was a point during the match where he was like, "Hey, there's like a few open seats up there. You guys game?" And then we're like, "No, dude, we don't even know you."
That's hilarious.
And then because I guess he didn't want to be embarrassed to go over there by himself, but then he went up there, and when he's like fully sitting, he takes up 3 seats, literally. So I'm like, this guy's literally been like sitting on a single like half. He's been like on a quarter cheek this whole time. And it was a 4-hour wrestling show, bro. It was 4 hours, but he did get those seats for like an hour and a half until those people showed up and kicked him out.
There's something hilarious to me
He's trying to
about
get closer to the
you're
mic.
so fat that like everyone else is over there scoping out things of value. Like I don't know, you're like a guy there maybe scoping out some hot girls or like scoping out where the food is. He's over there scoping out extra seats.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys game?
Hey, you guys game for those seats over there? And then, but there was a point where I was just like really sad for him because like he tried to get up. He was like holding the chair to his right and the chair to his left, and he was trying to get up. And he tried like 8 times, and I could just feel him like giving up. And then he just gave up. Then he gave up and just kept sitting down. He couldn't even get up out of his chair at the wrestling match.
That's horrible.
He probably had to piss. He might have just pissed or shit himself at that moment. I'm not even sure. But you know,
insane. That is absurd comedy levels of fat.
yeah. So it's pretty sad. But
was his was the folds of his fat like bleeding over and engulfing the arm of the chair?
There were no arms on the chairs. These are like the wrestling. These are not wrestling. Like the chairs that hit people within.
Oh,
wrestling.
okay.
Folding chairs.
All right.
But yeah, so that was pretty crazy. I don't feel bad for this girl because the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm literally thinking to myself, this guy should have been forced to buy 2 seats. Like,
or the girl should have, right?
Yeah, the girl in this. No, I'm saying the guy next to me.
Oh, yeah.
He should have been forced to purchase 2 seats in order to go to the show.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair that these seats are literally. There's no space in between the seats. It's like a movie theater.
I'm guessing he had to have been pressed up against you at that point.
Literally, he's like his folds are like I'm sitting with my legs fucking clenched together between him. And my brother's a big dude too. I'm a big dude. It's literally 3 straight big dudes next to each other, and it was horrible. I had to keep getting up just to breathe.
Oh my god,
That's hilarious.
But at least he didn't stink. He didn't
So
smell
funny.
bad.
That's good.
Actually, I love like AEW, WWE T-shirts because they're so wide. They're so comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know who will be on the shirt.
Yeah,
But like,
I have that Scissor Me shirt. That's a wrestling shirt. You
that's
seen
a,
that
that's
one?
a
Really?
nice
Yeah,
shirt. It looks comfortable.
Yeah, that's a guy named Daddy Ass.
They're probably the only manufacturer that actually makes like 8XL.
They make
Yeah,
wide,
they have
very
very
wide
large
set
shirts.
T-shirts. It's not even just it'll be
large
like a
shirt.
regular large, but you'll be like, wow, this is really wide.
They know their audience, all right?
They don't put the
know.
husky large. They're just like, it's large.
This is
Just-
regular
Just
large.
enjoy the show, buddy.
We have a larger than
Yeah.
bigger than larger audience. All right. It's,
But yeah, man, this lady, being fat on a plane, I feel like if you're super fat, you probably should be. I do some
Should
some
you
of
get 2 tickets?
some of them
2
do
seats?
actually like force you to get on like a scale. I think though
Not
before you
Spirit.
get on the plane.
Really?
Not Spirit.
his spirit don't make you do anything. They don't even make you
Spirit
put your
will-
bags up.
will-
Yeah,
no one do shit.
Spirit will make you sit on a fat woman's lap.
You
Fly.
share a seatbelt.
Should you deserve more seats?
I think.
Are you
you
entitled
owed
to
more
another
seats?
seat?
I think there's a legitimate width thing. Just like if you're gonna measure my suitcase, you better measure the
Right.
person next to me.
Measure them too.
You measure their hips.
Should they have
brother.
special seating on planes?
If your
or
ass is literally
should have-
wider than
they
the
should-
seat, fuck you.
They should straight up
It's
have
gonna bleed on.
overweight.
obese seats?
Yeah, obesity seats, obesity seating.
They should.
overweight seating.
What is this fucking?
It's America.
No,
It's
this is
America.
Wally. No. We're not gonna accommodate these people.
Well, no, I'm
Sorry,
saying they
offense.
should be charged more for like a disability seat. Like if you have a wheelchair, they charge you
That's-
more for your seat.
Okay,
Yeah.
a disability seat. That's the thing that exists.
I mean, if you're 600 pounds, you're literally disabled.
That's pretty
but yeah,
much.
they have seats for people in wheelchairs. They strap you in. I think, right?
that's like the best seat in the house.
I mean, yeah, but they
Why do
they
they
have to pay.
deserve
They have to
that
pay
now?
for it.
They have to probably have someone
It
strap
better
you
be
in
so
because I'm
much more
imagining being like
expensive.
that wide, you probably can't get your hand to the other side.
I'm treating this like a
It's a
trolley.
massive inconvenience.
This is a trolley
to, like
problem
put on
for
a
me.
seatbelt.
Well, no, I'm saying like they have to pay more. It's literally like getting like first class. Obviously, it's not going to cost as much as first class. I'm not saying
It's
like,
like,
they're
excuse me,
getting some
ma'am?
kind of free accommodation. No, they pay
You gotta
more
pay
for the
for the
seat.
accommodation to
Yeah.
even listen. We're gonna cancel your ticket.
Like you knew you were this fat when you bought that ticket. So
you gotta upgrade right now,
exactly.
or
yeah.
else you're getting off. This
I think they
thing and
actually
we're
do
going
do
to
that.
Cuba.
I think they make you get an extra seat.
Really? All right. See now. Where's that airline? Because I don't think that exists. You're lying.
No,
to
it
me.
does. It has. No, they talked
Zoe,
about this
you ever seen
recently,
this?
man.
Oh man,
Yeah, I'm
not,
like, someone's
I
got
don't think so.
experience
I've seen
here.
a lot of fat people on planes. I don't know if they have to buy another seat.
No one ever
Do they take
made
up two?
anybody
Was
do
there
anything.
anyone? Were there 3 people in that row
Come
when there was
on.
a big fat guy?
Statistically
Oh, yeah.
speaking, Statistically
man.
speaking, bro, come on. There's at least 8 that
I've
Zoe
definitely
sees.
sat by some really fat people, but they always had just one seat, unfortunately. You know, they
well.
still make you just fit them in there, just get
Stuff 'em in
stuffed
there.
in.
But like realistically, like if you looked at their body,
Oh, they definitely needed 2 seats.
more than the right. Thank
Yeah,
you. Okay.
they definitely did.
Being smothered by
Like
a fat
I
guy's
sat
breast.
next to a person that like literally had to like put the handle up on the seat so that they can like
So they can move
get
by.
their second sheet onto something.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah,
No, I definitely charge them up at that point.
and I'm just like you.
I'd call the pilot.
Fat piece of-
and see, I'm not really. I don't want to make people that are obese feel bad. You know, that's not my goal. If you're,
Yeah, I'm
if
starting
you're
to feel
happy-
bad, Hiram.
Yeah, I'm. See, you're not.
You're hurting my
You're
feelings.
not. And I wasn't talking about
No,
you.
shame
That's
him.
fucked up,
Shame
Steve.
him.
I'm thinking much larger people.
Okay.
Fuck you,
Oh, so
Steve.
now-
You
now I'm not
no,
big enough.
No,
Okay.
you go.
All right,
Yeah,
okay.
It's just like Hollywood.
All right,
You're
I
not. You're,
understand.
it's just
Now
like
I don't have
Hollywood.
enough size for
You're
Hiram.
in the
all
middle.
right?
You're in the middle area.
Hiram's a bit of a size queen.
You
folks.
either gotta be fat
Sizes.
enough to be in movies or skinny enough to be in movies. And
Right.
But honestly,
Sizes.
if you're on the fat end of like you would get those roles in movies,
Right.
I'm sure you just be happy. You know what I'm saying? But also you better be ready to buy that second seat.
Yeah, it's like a Augustus Gloop.
Just you got to be ready to buy that second seat.
This gloop.
Augustus Gloop knew what he was doing when he went in that fountain.
You're just not big enough to start a movement.
he knew it was a 50-50. Yeah. He knew he might not have walked out of that factory. He was willing to roll the dice on that, dude. And that's how real fat people live.
I'm not
is
sure
what-
Yeah, fat people
by
live on the
Hiram's
edge.
logic. It's like Steve goes to join like a fat coalition, and they're just like, we just can't take you, Steve.
Sorry,
You're a
sir.
big guy, but you're just not big enough to start a movement.
Sorry, Steven.
Sorry,
We need someone more on our side of the scale. That's like my fat cartoon voice.
Not
Also,
on the
pretty
right
good
side.
scale joke.
we wish you
Yeah, that was pretty funny. You're not on the right side of this. You want to be on the right side of the scale on this one.
That just kind of made it sound like Patrick.
Yeah.
Did you guys get that though? The right side of the scale. Come on, the little needle goes to the right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we just need someone who we know is gonna really tip the scale.
Nah, these are good fat jokes, people.
Yeah.
These are good fat jokes.
All right, guys. Shit. Let's close on that. 'cause
Wait,
that's
wait, no,
pretty
I gotta hear the audio real quick again.
She didn't eat any Mexican food, to which the passenger replied, I think she ate a Mexican.
I love the way she does it in
so
news
good.
voice.
I think
she ate a
Mexican. Oh shit.
Oh god! Did they ever show the guy's face? I want his autograph.
No, he's like, don't you dare.
Don't you dare!
I can make my jokes in privacy, lady.
He's like, I'll fucking jaw you. You stupid. I'll jaw your fat ass.
That's too
All
good.
right, we gotta close
honestly.
this out. We gotta close this
Too good.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of the Cold Podcast. You can find us on all social media platforms at The Cold Podcast. We're also on all audio and video platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and Rumble. Check us out on Patreon. $5 a month gets you access to all of our exclusive content, including the My Black Friends podcast. We got like 80-something episodes of hilarity. It's funny. It's great. We've been doing it for 4 years, just about. Actually, a total of 4 years we've been podcasting.
Yeah.
More than 4 years. We started in like May. Shit, we need to do like an
yeah.
anniversary episode.
Honestly.
But anyway, thanks for popping in. We got to pop out of here.
All right. Peace.
Point of personal privilege.